Peace, peace, peace to the family. This is Brandon B. Dixon, NMLS 1541210. And I'm coming to you with another episode, the last episode of the year for the Power of Ownership podcast. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going live on YouTube and I'm going live on Twitch and Rumble, but I'm going to go ahead and record this for Instagram. So try to get everybody that's on Instagram to come aboard, join us on Spotify. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. This is the last episode of the year, but before I want to do that, I want to take my time. Last episode of 2022, obviously, I want to go ahead and thank all my customers, all the families that I helped get into homes this year. I want to thank everybody for supporting me, for watching me on various platforms. I want to thank all the DMs, thank all the people that they send me DMs and encouragement. I want to thank all the people that support, donate to the actual podcast, the Patreon and stuff like that. I want to salute to all of y'all. Also, I want to actually send a shout out to my referral partners, all the people that helped me go in business, that we exchange business, and that want to actually see the next level. I want to shout out to those people as well. So all of my referral partners, my realtors and title companies, credit repair companies that actually we swap business. Shout out to y'all for actually helping me achieve my goals. 2023, I'm gonna go over some of my goals and share some of the goals for you guys later on in the program. But let's go and get started, man. For those, this is the first time joining us. My name is Brandon B. Dixon. I am a published author. My book, Sales: The Nucleus of Any Profession, is out right now on Amazon. So you can just put my name in, Brandon B. Dixon, and it'll pop up. Go ahead, cop that. If you're trying to learn how to, do sales and learn how to be a six-figure earner, sales is going to be one of those trades that you're going to need soon. So go to Amazon, get my book, Sales: The Nucleus of Any Profession. It's out right now. If you're ready for a mortgage, if you're ready to be a homeowner and you're ready to actually start using money the way it's supposed to be, and start building wealth and building your brand up for your last name, go to my website, www.applywithb.com. Or if you want to just do the discovery call, you're ready to actually just talk about it and see where you're at, go to my website, applywithb.com, and you can book me for a Zoom. Just click the Zoom button. There's my calendar right there. Also, if you're ready for a condo, or if you're just in the market for a condo or a townhouse or high rise or anything like that, go to my website, www.houstonCondoSales.com. It's for Houstonians by Houstonians. It has the latest and the greatest condo listings. You could go on there, surf, tag. You can sign up. We'll send you all the latest condos every time they come available. Also, challenge me. Go to my website, whatstodaysrates.com. You want to see the latest rates, or if you got pre-qual for someone else, you want to see if I can beat the rate. You can either call me or go to whatstodaysrates.com. I have my rates live on there 24/7. Also, I'm at Billionaire Loan Officer on all my YouTube channels, at Billionaire Loan Officer. I have one handle, at Billionaire Loan Officer, one word. We have 3 new shows that dropped for 2023. So we got the house tours with me and CJ the Realtor, the Deluxe and the Express edition. We have the actual behind the sauce, where I'm showing you how to build $1 million company from scratch. So, a lot of people liking that. So go ahead, check that out. And then, of course, I got the Power of Ownership podcast that's going to be coming to you weekly. Also, if you like, that everybody knows that me and that I'm into the dogs, bully, the bully breeding, especially. Go to www.bullypalace.com. And we have all the latest accessories for the pets, all your pet accessories. Go to bullypalace.com. Also, you can call me 832-775-8357. You can call me 24/7. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the show. As you can hear fireworks going on with these kids in our neighborhood. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this brief. Let's go ahead with the show, the Power of Ownership podcast. So I want to talk about a couple of topics here first, and I want to get into some of my goals, later on in the show. But I use New Year's Eve every year. I have a ritual that I use to reflect on the year that just passed. All the accomplishments, all of the mountains, the valleys, everything, peaks, lows, everything. So, one of the things I've noticed, that a lot of people are missing, especially in business, because I was a consultant for a long time, so I think what we're missing, and I'm seeing this a lot, and I've seen this a lot in 2022. A lot of people are missing empathy, and I think that will help them grow their business. And I think that's why I've always been successful in my business. And empathy means you always put yourself in someone else's shoes. So you take your ego out of the equation when you're dealing with business. And you always put yourself in someone else's shoes. Don't forget that the customers always pay you. So in order to gain the customer's business, you must have something that they're going to want. Not only that, but you have to make it to where they feel good about the purchase. Because, especially now in 2022, if people don't feel good about doing business with you, they won't. It just is what it is. So I think we got to start having empathy and put that number one on your plate, especially as a business owner, to actually grow your business and just grow as a person, empathy, so that should be the number one order of business, for your game plan. And that's part of what I'm doing in 2023. I'm going to try to even get better and put myself in more people's shoes. And that's one of the things I did in 2022 to get better. For those who don't know, I'm officially a broker now. I joined with Nexus Mortgage, which is the biggest broker house in the business in the United States. Now they're over 2,100 strong. And the reason why that's significant is we get better pricing with the volume of brokers that we have. So nobody can beat our pricing, period. So if you find somebody else they got a cheaper price, I would be very skeptical of that. So nobody's going to beat Nexus price, period. With that being said, the reason why I joined Nexus is so I can help more families and get creative with the financing. With those who don't know, those are people that don't know the difference between a broker and a banker or a loan officer, is that in retail lending, if you would tie with a bank or you associate with a non-bank or correspondent lender, you have that one shot. You work for that bank, so whatever they have on the menu, that's what you got to serve. If they don't have it on the menu, you can't do it. So a lot of times the people think it's a no, but it's a no at that particular bank. There's thousands of other banks. We have over 200 in our network that if that bank says no, I have other banks that can say yes. So I look at it like this. Most loan officers are like a restaurant. But being a broker, I'm like Uber Eats, where I have an array of menus that you could choose from. And just, if you're looking for tacos, if this particular restaurant doesn't serve tacos, you're not out of luck. I got several restaurants that can serve tacos. So what I'm saying is that I have more opportunities and more things I can serve because I have several menus, not just one. So that's one of the things that I did to actually help more customers. My goal for 2023 is to actually help 240 families. So if you got anybody that want creative financing, I could get creative now. I could go outside of the box. I have no shackles on me anymore. So I can kind of get creative. I have private equity loans. I have private money. I have hard money lenders. I have it all. So if you're trying to get finance, you have a client that couldn't get finance, send them my way. Maybe we could do something for them. All right, let's wrap it up a little bit. I wanted to cover one other thing that I wanted to change in 2022 that I'm bringing over to 2023. One of the things I noticed about me, because I like to reflect on my last day of the year. I like to reflect on things I could have done better, things I do great, things I want to change for 2023. One of the things that's my problem, my flaw, I'm very critical of myself first. So one of my flaws is I kind of play down to the competition a lot. I'm usually, people that know me, I'm usually light years ahead of people as far as ideas. Because a lot of people, when they're thinking BS and partying, I'm sitting there thinking about business, how I can get better. Like right now, probably most people are liquored up and getting partied out right now. I'm sitting here writing goals, contemplating on how can I get better? How can I improve my business? How can I better myself as a person? How can I be a better individual to be a better businessman and better all-around human being? This is me. This is Brandon B. Dixon. So with saying that to say this, I usually, when I put stuff out there, I usually it's so far out of the stratosphere at that particular time, I wind up walking it back. Because, the haters and the skeptics and naysayers are going to they don't understand it, so they're going to try to shoot arrows at it. So I try to tamper it a little bit. I'm going to stop that in 2023. I'm not playing down, and I'm not playing down to my competition anymore. And I want to say what inspired me. I was watching earlier after I came from the gym, the Coach Prime documentary on Amazon Prime, and they were playing Grambling State, and his halftime speech was like, "Yeah, why are you not being yourself? Why are we playing down to their competition? Why are we playing down to their level? Why not be great? Why not just dominate?" So for 2023, I'm just dominating. Hey, you might not understand what I'm doing right now. Haters gonna hate, but a lot of times I'm just light years ahead of the curve. Even with social media, I was one of the first loan officers with podcasts. Check the records. I was one of the first doing the digital age. I was one of the first to kind of go away from the loan officer with the tie that's sitting up in the high rise that's making a cold calling. I was the first to embrace this. So now everybody's kind of catching up. Now I seem normal. So now I got to take it to another level. And now I'm not trying to, hey guys, come on, let's wait till it's normal 5 years later. So I'm just going to take it to the next level, and hey, shoot arrows if you want, it just is what it is. So I'm not going to play down to my competition. I'm going to dominate, like Coach Prime said, dominate to elevate, so I'm going to just dominate this field. Haters, go ahead and do y'all thing. Y'all gonna get tired this year hating on me, because I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just keep lapping and not have any empathy, like I said, as far for you catching up or you understanding what I'm doing. And sometimes it's not meant for you to understand. Sometimes you just have to sit and watch what I'm doing, and just watch the process, watch the greatness. So with that being said, I'm not playing down the competition anymore. I'm just do my thing and let the time catch up, and let the historians, when I'm going, let the historians write what they think. So because time is too short, to try to, please everyone. You're not gonna please everyone. So haters gonna hate regardless. You're gonna have just critics and naysayers and detractors, period. So with that being said, let's hop into some of my goals, man. All right, let's get into it. First of all, you gotta have one of these. I put my board blank. What I do this is my ritual. Every New Year's Eve, I do one or two things. I do two or two things. I do my new vision board, and I do my new goal board, where I write all my numbers down. So I write all the numbers down. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to help 240 families, so I'm going to put that down. And then I break it down to the granular. How many loans that's going to be per month? 20 loans a month. How many calls that's going to be? How many referral partners did I need? How many DMs that I need? How many people I got? How many posts I'm going to need? I break that down, and I make sure each week, each day, that I'm doing what it takes in order to hit those numbers. So that's how I plan out my goal. That's the pragmatic approach to my goals that I take. Let me give you a couple that I'm not going to give you all of my goals, but my New Year's resolution for this year, 2023, is 3 words: find good people. find good people. And what I mean by that is that I'm looking for on both ends. So if you want to join Team HOC, as you see, the home ownership community, that's my company. We have a joint venture with Nexa Mortgage, that's the broker house. But the DBA is the home ownership community. You know, we're licensed in 6 states. That is my branch. You know, this is my actual company. I do the P&L. I do. So if you want to be part of the actual team, contact me. So if you're LO, you're loan officer assistant, you're a processor, you know, you want to get down with the team, contact me. So I'm looking for good people. I'm looking for dogs. I'm looking for people that's ready, that's hungry, and want to make a lot of money. If you're looking for just a job, wrong place, you know. So go to my website again, applywithb.com. You can book me for a consultation. Call me, DM me, email me, whatever you got to do. I ain't hard to find, so I'm always here. So if you want to get down with the team, I'm looking for good people. Referral partners. I'm looking for good referral partners. I'm looking for people that want to be partners, meaning that you putting as much effort as I am. I'm not looking for somebody to carry on my coattails. I'm not looking for somebody to ride, do a potato sack race. Partners, meaning that you're putting just as much effort as I am, and vice versa. Most loan officers don't know how to generate their own business like I do. So that's the value that I bring. I have my own book of business. I have my own leads. So most loan officers are looking for just a handout. I used to say this when I first came into business. If you looked at Little Shop of Horrors, they're like the plant on Little Shop of Horrors. You know, so feed me. I'm not asking you to feed me. I'm asking you to reciprocate. I'm asking you to somebody to be able to pass the baton back and forth. Somebody that want to market. I'm looking for marketers, not just real estate agents. Anybody could do real estate agents, be a real estate agent, but I'm looking for a marketer that want to dominate these markets. So I'm newly licensed in California. I'm newly licensed in Illinois and Florida. So I'm looking to build those states up especially. And I'm looking for the upgrade. You know, I got nice, great referral partners in Georgia and Texas, but I'm looking to upgrade with even more in Texas, Georgia, and Louisiana. So those states I'm trying to grow. So if you're a real estate agent in those states, get at me. If you want to make money, if you this is your part-time thing, you just it come as it goes, you have no game plan, don't even reach out. You know, if you got a game plan and your game plan meshes with mine and you want to outdo yourself, you're looking for generational wealth, you're looking for to make your mark, this is the person to holler at. This is the person to go to. So with that being said, find good people. You know, this good people because I got so many other business ventures, just good people to be around, period. Because I've noticed that within the last few years, I want to say 3 to 4 years especially, the decline of pride of your work has gone down. Most people want to do a lot. Do a little to get a whole bunch. And there's no pride. If you're a janitor, you used to be in my day. I know I'm a Generation Xer, but I'm sounding old school now. I guess I'm old school. Is that even if you was a janitor, you want to be the best janitor out there. If you made pies, you want to have the best pies out there. Nowadays, it's more about what the least I could do to get the most, and I want to live my best life, and I deserve to have this. And that word deserve is dangerous. And I'm gonna speak on that. The last point I want to make later, in a second here, but you deserve as much as you're willing to work for. You deserve as much as the market is willing to pay for it. So that's, we got to get that out of our head. We deserve this, and everything's going to come to you just because you're you. There's millions of people, there's billions of people that have the same goal, and the world doesn't owe you anything. The world's just not going to give it to you. You got to take it, like Coach Prime said. You got to take it, and you got to do it chunk by chunk. I try to take it every day. I'm gonna maximize my 16. I try to maximize each day. So, as people party, I work. As people, BS, I work. I have work ethic. I have creativity. I have vision, and I have expertise. That's what the stuff that I'm lacking. And I'm not the hot blonde. A lot of people get mesmerized. Oh, she looks good, so she must know what she's talking about. That no. If you want to get results, come on my way. So that's if you're looking for the shiny objects, a lot of times shiny objects wind up fool's gold for the most part. So and people don't try to upgrade their business. That's when you wind up falling off. We talk about this all the time. The best are always trying to get better. What works for you in 2012 is not going to work for you in 2023. If you're still doing the same things you did before the crash, if you in real estate, been in real estate it's not going to work for you in 2023. So you might want to try something different. A lot of people get content. Oh, I did X amount of deals last year, so it's working. Yeah, but you're going to eventually die off. You're going to be a dinosaur. I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to make sure that everybody that's running with the status quo, those people that just want to hold on, I want to make sure you guys get left by the wayside. I said this way back in the day. I said I make sure if y'all catch up the pace change. I'll try to stay on my A game. That's bars. So making sure if y'all catch up, the pace is gonna change. So I'm gonna step up the pace on y'all. And then what they're saying is most are not loan officers and real estate agents are not gonna be in the business in 2024. So the market's gonna dry up it's gonna separate. It's gonna be levels to this. So for those who the real deal and the fakes are gonna really see the difference in 2023. So if you're still doing the same thing you did 10 years ago, you might want to get with some of the new technology. You might want to invest in yourself. I don't get we spend a whole bunch of money on other stuff, but we don't invest in ourselves. So you're scared to change. I understand you went to high school with your lender, but or your loan officer, but hey, are they bringing any business? Really ask yourself, are they bringing any business today? If not, it might be time to upgrade. So it just is what it is. I'm always looking to upgrade. So I want to end on this, and it kind of was a segue what I talked about before. There was a quote. I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop. Real hip hop, not rap music, but hip hop music. So I'm a huge Native Tongue, Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul fan. So, I'm from that era. I'm from that 90s era. So, that's why I got on my description, 80s toys, 90s music. But De La Soul had a song, and this was Plug One said this quote, and it said, in order to live life, you must earn one. I used to have this on my refrigerator for a long time. And I'm just going to break down what that means, especially for a man. In order to live life, you must earn one. We can't be in the mind frame that everybody owes you something. We can't be in the mind frame that you're born with your work. Just because you're born, you're special. Especially as a man, you have to create your work. You have to create your value to humanity, to society. You're not automatically given. A lot of people tell, oh, you're special, just because you're born. Then once you pass, 15 minutes later, nobody's going to know you ever were here. So you have to create. We talk about this all the time on the podcast. Look at retro episodes. You have 2 dates and there's a dash. Born date, death date.
I didn't get that.
What are you going to do in that dash? That dash is you. That defines you. So what are they gonna say about you? You play video games. You know, you was cool to hang out with. You was a hell of a smoker. Is that what they're gonna say? Or are you gonna build institutions, buildings, foundations, and stuff that's gonna be trust and different things, monuments that's gonna be here long after you pass? You got to look around. What am I doing right now to work on that, to build? Because every day is a blessing and every day is an opportunity to build. So if the activity that you're doing right now doesn't equate to that building, you got to ask yourself, why am I doing it? Because life is all about purpose. You know, and then once you create that purpose or you live it in that purpose, then you truly can live life. You must earn it though. And that's what that quote means. In order to live life, you must earn one. You're not automatically living. You might be existing, but are you truly living? Are you truly living in your purpose? Are you truly living in your divine purpose? Or are you just existing in the system and you're paycheck to paycheck and you're you know, you live off of trading your time for money and you're surviving? And this even traces back to some of the first episodes, you know. Are you scratching and surviving? Is it good times? Or are you really striving, walking on water and living in your purpose and living in where people are going to marvel at your works? You know, so take that for into 2023. Each day, you got 365 of them. You know, you have, what is it, 525,600 minutes. You have, what is it, 536,000 seconds to do something. Do it. Do it. Do it. You know, so with that being said, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I'm not even going to do the outro, man. Y'all have a blessed 2023, man. Y'all bag up, man. Bag up in 2023, man. With that, I'm going to say peace.